everybody, and welcome back to Code with Marley. Today, this is the third and hopefully final video on how to make your own library. So, today what we're going to do is we're going to create a few things. First of all, the examples. Ta-da, the examples. And the next one is the keywords. So those are the two things that we're going to do. So, actually, I should probably have made a little checklist. Let's see. Name checklist.cpp. Okay. So let's do a few comments. The first thing, actually, I'm just gonna go like this. 1. Create your file. 2. Turn your Arduino. Create your Arduino.eno file. 2. Turn your Arduino.eno file into a C++ class.cpp. And I'll fix this up a little bit. And then we have step 3. Divide the class into two files. C++.cpp and header.h. Now, let's see. 4. Include the Arduino file in the Arduino library in the files. That there. Include the Arduino library. Arduino.h in the files. Now for the next step is 5. I spelled that a little wrong. And actually, if I add a check mark, I replace that little star thing with a check mark. I don't really remember. I have to do and all that. Oh, here it is. Command V. That's kind of like a check mark. So we did that. We created our Arduino file. We turned our Arduino file into a class. We divided the class into two files. We included the library. Now, step 5 we didn't do yet. Make a keywords file, which we didn't do yet, okay? Which is actually .txt. You should know what .txt means. That means it's a text file. And you're probably thinking, why are we coding? I thought we're coding. I didn't know that we're going to be writing. And we are going to half code, half write. So I'll show you. And we're going to do this today, which means I'm going to do a dash. And then 6. Make a example file. Make an example folder with examples. .eno. So, this is our checklist. And I'm gonna open this up, and you should know this, right? Our checklist. Go like this, so that I don't need to have this so big. And then this is where we're gonna keep it. Anyways, now we need to open up to be able to do the first step. Well, that means I'm working on it. Okay, so make a keywords file. So we're gonna go to developer, and wait a minute, yes. Well, first of all, we need to make a new file to be able to get into to find the keywords thing. So to be able to do that, what we're gonna do here is we are going to give it an error. So we're gonna go hashtag include servo.h, and then we have servo my servo, and now we're going to give in our error, which is going to be given something here, which we're not really supposed to do, and we want an error. You're probably wondering why, but I'll show you. The reason why is because there's going to be a directory in here. So we're going to look for one. So here it is. /application /arduino.app /content /java /library /servo, and so on. But we're just going to go only to libraries. We don't want to get the rest. Only until it says libraries. So yours is not going to be the exact same. It might have backslash. It will probably have C::/ backslash, and then a bunch of other stuff. But copy it until it says libraries. Now you're gonna have to open up terminal. Now on Windows, you go here to a little box that should be here, and you give in command prompt, and then you open up something called command prompt. It looks something similar to this. On Mac, you go command spacebar, which opens up the Spotlight shirt, and you go terminal. I just like, you can give it the whole thing, but this is what it does. So, you go terminal, and here we go. We have this. And what we're going to give in is we are going to go open first, and then give a space, command V, that they're pasted. And open it up, and you should have all kinds of libraries. Okay? So we're going to just open up one of these. And I like doing Wi-Fi. And press here to keywords. Copy it. I like going command. I just like on Windows you do right click. It's not going to look exactly like that, but look for something that says copy or copy file or anything that will copy this. Press it, and now we're going to go back to our other one, which is, I don't remember where it is. Open users movies desktop developer my libraries. But actually, I'm just gonna go to it. But you can give in the thing if you remember it. I remember it. It's users movies developer, users movies desktop developer my libraries, LED. So that's what we need to open up. And I think that's enough with this. So I can already quit terminal here. Terminate. And in here, we are going to paste it. So you can go Control V, which I like doing, or you can go right click, paste item. So I'm just going to go Control V. On Mac, it's going to be Command V. So I'm going to open this up with text edit.
It's 9:15.
And check this. So now, look for anything that says Wi-Fi or whatever the one was called that you were stealing from. We're not really stealing. It's fine to do what we were doing. But syntax coloring map for LED. Library, keyword 1. And what we have here is we just remove the first line, and we're going to just wait until it says Wi-Fi keyword 1, or whatever the one you stalled from, and then keyword 1. Now replace that Wi-Fi with LED. Remember? That's what we're supposed to do. This is the name of our library. And you're probably wondering why there were 2, but just leave it alone, okay? Now data types, keyword 1. We don't really need to do this, okay? Just leave it alone. Delete it. And then methods and functions. They have a lot of them. So we can already remove all of them except, wait a minute. Yeah. We'll just remove these. And then we go here. First of all, the first method, actually I can also remove those, but I'll do that soon. What we have is we go, we give it the name of it, so we have begin, for example. Do not make autocorrect correct it. Begin, and then we go keyword, which is all completely capital, and then 2. Keyword 2 means that this is a function. And then, don't do the braces. Don't do the parentheses, because it's not supposed to be. Now, the next thing here is we give it all our other ones, which were, let me double check. You can actually also just copy all of this, but I don't want to because it's going to take me some time. We have begin, on, off, right. So we just need on, off, right. Oh, we don't use that constructor thing. Remember? All we do is LED. That was a close one. And then this is also just LED. Oof, that was very, very close. Okay. Now, do not make the void in front of it. That makes a big error, okay? So now, we have on, off, right. That's all we need to do now. On, which is not capital, unless you made it capital. On, which is keyword 1, and keyword 2. And then we have off, keyword 2. And then we have, I think it's supposed to be like this. Supposed to look like this. So now, then after that we have right. Nope. Right keyword 2. Now, save this. Make sure that it's not in, make sure that it's just TXT and not rich text format, which I think is RTF I think it is, but make sure it's not in rich text editing mode. Now we can close this, and if we include it, which I don't want to do yet, then that will give us some cool things. It'll make it all orange. So we're gonna go, now we just need to create another folder, so I can already force quit the other thing, because I want all of them to be saved. Xcode, let's leave it open. Now we do Command-Shift-N or add a new folder. That's all you need to do. Then go examples, and in the examples here, this is where we have all our Arduino files. So let's start making them. Let's make an example that turns things on and off. Oh, here, make a keywords file. Check. Now make an example folder with examples, which we are working on now, so we're going to do dash. So let's get into it. First of all, we need to add the code. So let's begin by going hashtag include. Oops, not like that. On the very top, we have hashtag include LED, got it, and it will turn orange once we include it soon. But I don't want to do it yet. We'll include on the very end. Space, and now we want to add comments, so the people that download it, our file, our library, and then that way they can know what all this does. So include the LED library. You don't really need to do that because everybody understands that. But what I recommend doing is you add your example, and when you're done, you add all the comments, and then ask one of your friends or so, even if they don't know how to code, see if they understand what it might do. And if they get it close to right, then good. Now I know that people like me are not going to read comments, and the same with you, because we already know. But what about people who just got in and they want to use our LED library? Then they've got to read the comments so they know what all of this does. That way, and then they're like, oh, so hashtag include includes a library. And I wonder what that H does. So they can look up certain things, but they don't need to. So, LED, my LED, semicolon. Oh, and we also need to give in the amount. And this is going to be on pin 13. Create a new instance member. You're probably wondering what an instance member is. This here is an instance member. Create a new instance member. And I know that your friend is not going to understand that, but at least that they know kind of what the code will do. You can also just say, oh hey, whatever the friend name is. Can you please come to my house? I have a few things I would like to show you. And then they come and you open up your mom or dad's computer, or if you have your own, then that one, and say these things here, and you highlight it, it'll be yellow, are comments, and they should tell you what the code does. So do you understand it? And then they go through it, and you can just highlight the line, and then they can be like, I understand that, so that's what that thing does. And then you highlight the next line for them to read, and then it's like, I don't know what an instance member is, probably. And you don't need to say instance member. Make anything that will be clear to them, but you should. And if they wonder what an instant member is, then they say, well, what's an instance member? And then they can say, and then you can explain to them, this here is an instance member, but you don't really need to know that. And if they would like, and if they're interested and they're having quite a lot of fun, say, I'm learning all of this from code with Marley, from Marley. And they'll probably ask where I live or so, just so you can look me up on YouTube, or you can show them. And well, also, let them know. So just create your thing here. And create a new instance member called my LED that is on pin 13. And the next stuff is in setup. My LED dot begin. This here, what it does is begin the my LED in the my LED member. You can just write member or instance. I like doing instance though, so I'm gonna do instance. You can do member though. Begin the my LED instance, and then add a comment. This only works in setup, because we have code that needs to be in the setup. So you just replace the setup name with begin. Now, the next thing is quite simple. Begin the my LED instance. This only works in setup. Over here, actually, cannot be in a function. Add an exclamation mark because it needs to be out there. Cannot. Actually, this here I think works out in a function. So we just leave that alone. Now in here we have my LED dot right. Actually, I'm just going to do dot on. I know it's not turning orange yet, but it'll get there soon once we include it. Dot on, and then we go a comment. Turn on the LED. And then you can write works anywhere. Works anywhere. Not gonna add an exclamation mark there. And then we have delay microseconds 100, which is 1 second. And then you write your comment. Wait for 100 microseconds. And then in here you can write works. Just write 1 second in here. And then we just copy all of this, paste it again. But here you're gonna have to change this to off because we're just doing our blink program. Turn off the LED. Works anywhere. And then we can add any credentials up here, like going like this. And I'm going to use a certain way of doing it. I like going to another example from someone else. Examples, basics, blink I'm gonna do because this is what we're doing. Copy all the credentials that they have here. And now you give it a name. Blink using LED. Turns on an LED for 1 second, then off for 1 second, repeatedly. Most Arduinos have an onboard LED you can control on the Uno, Mega, and Zero. It is attached to the digital pin 13, the correct LED pin independent of which board is used. If you want to know what pin the onboard LED is connected to on your Arduino model, check the technical specs of your product board at that. Modified, let's see. Okay, modified December 11th of December 2021. By Marley Lamparter Quintanilla. I'm not gonna add my last name. And actually, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that one. And then if you ever modify it again, add that exact same thing, just change the time and whatever. This example code is in the public domain. And then here, if you have a tutorial, which I'm gonna add the Arduino link, my video link. And I'm just gonna go like this. Code by Marley Lamparter. Codewithmarley.com. And then here I can give in any website that I have. So codewithmarley.com / I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna give in my YouTube channel. bit.ly/CWMYT. I think that's what it is. No, it might not exactly be. Save. Oh, give me a second here. So actually, I'm not gonna give in that link. If you have a link then about you, then give it here. And if your dad or mom knows any of this coding and they edit it, tell them that they should add this. And then if your dad or mom have a website, you can actually give it in. If you remember it, okay? So now I think we are done with this. We are. So save this and go to the same place, developer, Oh my goodness, this video is getting long. I'm almost done here. Okay, guys. Extension, I know. My libraries. LED, examples, and we're gonna call this, oh. No! Maybe name this. Save as. Okay. Replace this to be called, what's it called again? Blank with LED. Save. And delete the other thing. And then put that closer there, and I think we are done now. Clean up. Now we are all ready to test it. Are you excited? I hope you are. I definitely am. So I can go here, file, it's sketch, include library, add .zip library, and now we can look for ours. I'm so excited. Desktop, developer, my libraries, LED. Don't open it up, just select it. Shoes. Ta-da! And as you can see, all of this is now turning color. Why is that not turning orange? Well, that there definitely is. I cannot wait to see what .right looks like. Well, this is a little weird because that there's supposed to really turn colors. What do I mean? It should be fine. I hope it is. Maybe I can just replace this with keyword 1. That should do the trick, I hope. Oh, and then we actually need to do other things. But once you have it included, you cannot include the same library, okay? You're going to have to either rename it or... Now, I think this is enough for the videos. See you guys next time at Code with Marley on Monday. We are going to learn all about how to make a servo spin not 180 degrees, about whatever 180 degrees multiplied by 2 is. 360 degrees. A whole circle. That is great. See you then. Bye.